YouTube? Welcome back to the life of a virtual truck driver. I'm your host, Captain Mac, and the owner of Captain Mac Trucking, and we are working our way towards being able to purchase our own truck so that we can start building our business big time. Last time, where'd we go last time? We went up north somewhere. Where are we at right now? I wonder if does it show us on the map if we just hop on here? Yep, we're up here in, no, we went up to Truckee. That's where we went. Fresno is our home base, so that's where it's showing us right now. We went up to Truckee. We've opened up some more cities. Those like Truckee, Sacramento, Stockton. Didn't give us Oakdale for some reason. Fresno, Bakersfield, Barstow, and San Diego. Didn't give us Carlsbad either. I didn't notice that before, so we didn't get Carlsbad either. So that's kind of a bummer because the more cities we have opened up, the more jobs available to us. So that being said, let's look at what's on the market. Remember, the double arrows there, those equal important deliveries. And after this next job, we should see triple red arrows, which mean urgent deliveries, and we get even more of a bonus for those. So, since we're starting to see those popping up front here, we want to take the one that's going to pay the most. And that looks like it's going to be this one. But, let's take a look here. That one would take us all the way up to San Rafael. That one would take us through Huron, and then we wouldn't quite get to Santa Cruz. And then we got one more down here. That would take us through Fresno and then up into San Rafael. Or I already clicked on that one, didn't I? Idiot. We had a couple more here. $2,600 for that one. We could take another run at trying to get Carlsbad opened up. That might not be a bad idea. Where's this one go? That just goes the opposite direction, doesn't it? Anymore? I don't really want to go less than that on the money. 25. Yeah, 2,500. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything that jumps off the page at me. So I think, you know what? I want to go ahead and get Carlsbad since we missed it last time. So we're going to take this job here. We're going to get the extra bonus for an urgent or just-in-time delivery. So let's hop into the truck here. The music's kind of annoying. I'm thinking about turning it off. Okay, go to the map real quick, and we want to make sure that we get Carlsbad unlocked this time. So, I think what we should do is just detour over here and just follow this all the way down. I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh, you don't have an answer for me, do you? Let's see. If I put this on here. Yep, that just rerouted it. So let's just do that. But, come on, get off down here, yeah? There we go. I want to make sure we go all the way through it. And hopefully that will unlock Carlsbad for us, which should open some more jobs. So that's good. So let's go ahead and hop in here. Let's take a look at... Oh, boy, they really squeezed us in there tight on this one, didn't they? A bit of a tight fit. Well, no, it's not a problem because we're going straight ahead there. So, easy days. All right, hop in the truck. Turn her on. And parking lights, low beams. I messed up here. You got to make sure that you have the straight ahead view first. Then you do it. Back it up a little bit. There we go. Click one over there. Do we want to go any higher? I want to go a little higher. I like to sit just a little bit higher. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. Let's do this. We don't want to turn yet because we don't want to hit those other trailers. All right, speed bump. Oh. Well, the speed bump sound is really odd, isn't it? I'm wondering what they were... You know, where'd they get that sound from? That's a very strange speed bump sound to me. Same thing when you go over a curb. I don't think that sound really fits. I'm not liking it. I'm not digging it. I think we need to change the speed bump sound. Modders, all you modders out there, change the speed bump sound for me. Can you do that for me? I bet you could. Let's change the speed bump sound. I don't know what it should be necessarily, but it seems to me that the bloop 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 doesn't really cut it. Just saying. JB Hunt truck, huh? I really like this. You know, my hat's off to the modders who are putting these skins together on the trailers and the trucks and stuff like that. You know, it really looks fantastic, and it really does add to the depth and the realism here. I think in episode 4 I put the link to where I got that mod from. I'll try to remember to put it as a link in this one too, but no promises. But you can always go to episode 4. The link should be in there. And yeah, I highly recommend it. If you're driving this, even if you're not from America, you want the full, you know, the full simulation effect. You want it as realistic as possible. You want to feel immersed into it, right? Boy, we stopped just in time there, didn't we? Oh, you can make right turns at red lights in the United States. Should probably put our turn signal on, huh? Bumped my mouse there. Now we gotta stop. If we go too far forward, we cross that line too far, and we're gonna get a ticket. What are you doing? Oh man, boy, he just rolled right through there. Huh? He's like, yeah, it's all good. Now you got, see, whoa, we almost hit him too. You see that? Look at the mirror there, idiots. And you know what? They got it right on that, because in the U.S., please, you kidding me? You think these people act? It's like they're oblivious to the fact that the trailer does not follow the path of the truck when it turns. Okay? It doesn't. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got a big old truck right there, so we're gonna make sure that we don't run into him. Nice truck. Swift trucking again, huh? I told you they're popular. Apparently they're popular in the skins too. Alright, rolling along here. We need to get up to 55. Remember, we can pretty much get away with 2 miles an hour over. And we're driving truck here, so, you know, everything's on a time hack, right? Time crunch. We got to get where we're going. So if we can get away with 2 over, guess what? We're going to do 2 over. What are you looking at, dude? Get going. Oh, wow. Is that like just a random turn on a freeway? Probably not the best course of action. Look, he's not going to be able to maintain speed. He had to slow down because somebody made a turn back there. So he lost all his momentum. Good times. Alright, we're out in front of him now. He'll probably end up passing us here in a minute. Watch. How far we got to go here? 187 left. That's not that far. At least not in this game. It's not. I like the overpass there. It looks really good. You know, I lived in Southern California for a long time, and they really did a pretty good job with the feel of it. I think it looks maybe a little too dry. I think it's a little bit greener than what they've got here. Ooh, speed limit change. Oh, come on. I was on the brake. Oh, you're killing me. You see that? I was on the brakes. What more do you want? Oh, and he's right here, too. Here's the cop. It was you. It was you. Whatever. What a load of malarkey. Yeah, so I think they've overdone it just a little bit on that. First of all, in the United States, I'm going to tell you right now, 99% of cops, they'll give you up to 10 miles an hour over the speed limit before they pull you over. First of all. Second of all, what I'd really like to see is instead of just the thing dinging off and taking money away from me, I think he should actually pull me over. I should have to pull over and stop, and if I don't, then the fine is bigger. So he should flash his lights and his sirens in my mirror and signal to me that he wants me to pull over, and then once I pull over, I don't know about having him walk up or anything, that's probably a little over the top, but once I pull over, then I get my ticket. And I think you should get some leeway in there. 2 miles an hour doesn't cut it. I think you should get, you know, up to 10. You should get up to 10 miles an hour, because that's the way it is in the real world. Like, look, right now we're doing 70 down this hill. Where is my... This thing should have an automatic exhaust brake on it. Let's take a look at that real quick. I forgot to check it after the end of the last one. Let's just take a real quick look here. It should be under gameplay, I think. Automatic exhaust brake is not turned on. There you go. Problem solved. All right. An exhaust brake, I don't really know the best way to explain it. Basically, it's... You know what? I'm going to leave that to somebody else. Shaker, my man, will you please explain to our subscribers here what an exhaust brake is and what it does? Because I know what it does, kinda, but I don't know how it works, so I'm just gonna sound like an idiot. Watch, it's gonna go to 30 miles an hour. 35. I thought we already had Los Angeles discovered. We gotta turn left up here, don't we? Oh. Goodness gracious. Is this a light? It is. Ugh. Oh, the lights are infuriating. And then there's no green arrows either. That's another issue with the lights. So in the U.S., left-hand turn lanes at stoplights, not all of them, but most of them, or at least a large portion of them, have green, what's called, it's not what's called, it's a green arrow. It's a green arrow. So the light turns green and has an arrow on it, and that means these guys that I'm waiting on now, they would still be at a red light, and I would have a green arrow. That means I can make, see, look, that light changed while I was sitting in the intersection. These lights are way off. They're way too fast. They change from green to red too fast, and then they change back again. So, I mean, that green light lasted, what, 10 seconds at the most? That's not a lot of time. You know, especially when you have all that traffic there. Now, if you put a green arrow in there to make, you know, so that it holds traffic coming the other way for a second while I get to turn without worrying about traffic, then yeah, okay, no big deal. But yeah. Anyway, I complain as much in this game as I do when I drive in real life. You would think that I probably wouldn't play the game then. Yeah, right. Kidding me? Opportunity to drive around a big old semi truck. I'm there. Good times. I need to, you know, I need to maybe. I'm wondering what it would take to get my commercial driver's license. Maybe I should look into that. Just to do it, not for any other particular reason. Just to do it. Maybe drive around a little bit once or twice. Maybe get a little, I don't know, get a little part-time job driving a truck for a week or something. I don't know. Just to say I did it, you know. Kind of one of those bucket list items. You know what a bucket list is, right? The things you want to do before you kick the bucket, before you die. Anybody coming? Oh, we're looking good. Rolling, 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 man, my butt is swollen. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Where are we going here? I forgot. Oh, let's see. We are going to San Diego, but we want to hit, let's make sure we don't miss our exit there. We want to make sure that we hit Carlsbad on the way through this time. 34,000 pounds of frozen food. I didn't even see if we had a reefer on there. Oh, we're going way too fast. There we go. I'm going to try and let, nope, he ain't going to go. I'm going. I was going to let that car by, and then he slowed down. Idiots. He got a full load of lumber there, doesn't he? What's up, buddy? Which one's the horn? H? What the heck is... What is that? That's pathetic. Oh my word. Oh my word. If a truck driver in the real world drove past me and honked his horn and it sounded like that, I would never, ever stop laughing at him. Never. That is pathetic. That is not how a truck horn sounds. Trucks have that great big air horn. Oh my word. I'm sorry, what were you thinking when you made this game and you made that pathetic little horn? Come on. Oh, this could take a while. I suppose it's a good thing that it's an automatic and I don't actually have a clutch, huh? I'd probably burn it out on these hills. Oh. And then he's... Oh, you're killing me, dude. You're killing me. Idiots. Idiots. Oh, let's see. Nobody left. Nobody right. We're gonna go. Now, yes, it's illegal to run a stop sign in the United States. In case anybody from outside the country was wondering. Yes, it's absolutely illegal, but I didn't want to stop. And there was nobody coming, so yeah, off we went. La-da-da-da. There we go. Carlsbad discovered. One more taken care of. Fantastic. Good thing it's not a real truck. I'm hard on the brakes. If this was a real truck, whoever owned it would fire me. They would not tolerate my driving. Maybe I shouldn't get that commercial driver's license, huh? What, do we got a car dealership up here? He's got a car on the roof? Why, it's just silly. Why would you put a car on the roof? Now you can't sell it. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Whatever. Off we go. This is the downside to taking this little detour over here. Is now we're stuck with, 30 miles an hour for, I don't know, next few miles, I guess. Kick back, relax, and have a beer. Unless you're driving, because it's illegal to drink and drive. Although in this country, honestly, I think the penalty is way too low. I think there should be much stiffer penalties for drinking and driving. Let me give you an example. My daughter's friend, her best friend, just last week, calls her up just absolutely torn up in tears, crying her eyes out. Finally figured out what happened. My daughter's best friend's father, her dad, was killed by a guy drinking and driving. Ran into him. And of course the guy drinking and driving didn't get hurt. Now my daughter's best friend is without a father for the rest of her life, along with everybody else that's been affected by it. And the reality is, now this hits close to home for me because my dad went to prison for killing people drinking and driving. He killed 3 people drinking and driving. You know how long he went to prison? 13 years. That's it. 13 years. Now, I'm sorry. I know it sounds harsh for me to say that's it. Well, that's your dad. He killed 3 people because he was negligent, because he cared more about getting drunk than he did about other people's lives. Now, there are some countries where if you just get caught drinking and driving, it doesn't matter if anything happens, you get caught, and it's the death penalty. Now, I don't know where. I've heard it. Let me say that. I've heard that. But I can't say for sure where that might be. But you know what? We've got folks from all over the world, that watch these videos. So I'll tell you what. Why don't you guys chime in and just let me know, what's the penalty? Let's just say nobody gets hurt. If you get pulled over by the police and you're driving while drunk, what's the penalty? In the United States, if you get pulled over, nobody got hurt, but you're drunk, and you have a certain blood alcohol content. Good Lord, that speed limit dropped in a bad spot. The penalty is, it's like they don't even take away your driver's license. It's like a fine. And it's different in every state. Some states the fine is much higher. Like the state that I live in, the fine is very high. It's a $10,000 fine, I think it is. Which is good. That's good. It should be extremely high. But they don't really enforce that. I mean, how are they gonna enforce that? What do I don't know. I just don't think they enforce it. Anyway, the point is, you tell me, what's the penalty? Dude, it's a green light. Stupid cop. What's the penalty in your country if you get pulled over for drinking and driving? I just ranted on that for a while, didn't I? It does really bother me, though. Rightfully so. If you're not bothered by it, well, I have to say, I think shame on you. And there may be people who watch this video and say, well, I've drink and drive. Okay, well, shame on you. You shouldn't be. Well, nothing ever happens. Sure. Not yet. But when it does, what are you going to say then? Because it only takes once, right? It only takes once. I've had people tell me, I've actually heard people say this, I drive better when I'm drunk. What? What? No, you don't. You don't even talk right when you're drunk. You can't even carry a conversation when you're drunk. What on earth makes you think that you drive better? That's got to be one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. All right, I'm done ranting about it. I'll go on about it forever. Don't drink and drive, people. That's a bad idea. Somebody's going to get hurt, and it's probably not going to be you. That's the thing. It's probably not going to be you, and that's not fair. So, anyway, moving on. Got to make this turn here because that other truck stuck his nose out there so far. Yeesh. You would think at the very least the other truck drivers had like a little courtesy, like, oh, hey, truck driver, Like if I see a guy up here getting ready to, make a right turn, I'll try to move over, right? I try not to block the way. Or if this guy's getting ready to make a left turn here, I see him making a left turn, I'll hold back a little so that he doesn't have to worry about his trailer running into me. Common courtesy, you know. Fellow truck driver, hook me up, brother, something. I don't know. All right, let's see if we can avoid stopping. Nobody coming that way. Nobody coming. Nobody coming. Let's keep rolling. And there's a cop right behind me. Is he gonna give me a ticket? Nope. No ticket for running the stop sign. Give me a ticket for running a red light, even though I'm already in the intersection. No problem, but nothing for the stop sign, huh? Okay, I'm good with that. I didn't even know he was back there. He's like 2 feet off my back bumper. Watch when we turn left here. Oh, he's a little further back this time. He was right on my tail. Like, what are you thinking, dude? You know I can't see you, right? If you're driving down the road and there's a semi-truck in front of you and you're really, really close to him, he can't see you. He doesn't know you're there. I'm telling you right now. If you can't see the driver in the mirrors, if you can't see the driver's head in the mirrors, he can't see you. Plain and simple. Just remember that. If you can't see the driver's head in the mirrors, the driver can't see you. So you might want to get to where you can see the driver's head in the mirrors so you don't get driven over the top of. Because it happens all the time. And we're almost there now. See? I managed to yappity yap long enough, didn't I? I still got to compile these videos here in a little bit. Okay, coming up here, we're going to make a right-hand turn. Oh, you ran that red line? Well, not technically. You're making a right turn, so you're good. And straight on up here and then to the left. What is all this over here on the right? Is that just a parking lot? Make sure we don't drive off the road here. Yeah, looks like it's just a parking lot. Let's take a look from the outside here. Oh, we got another one of these right up and around the corner. Well, we just did one, so I suppose we could probably get it right this time, huh? We managed to do it last time without too much difficulty. It's the turn in here that's going to be kind of a pain. Look at that. We got to make sure that trailer doesn't hit that thing. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Okay. I like to do it this way. It's easy. Alright, so I'm going to straighten it out a little early. And then we're going to start just a real gentle turn here. Now we'll start steepening it up a bit. And now we'll crank it over. Probably went a little too far. Yeah, see, because that puts me up on the curb there now. And then there's a tree there. So that didn't work. Woo, that was a little quick. Yep. Pretty much did the same thing I did last time, didn't I? I'm just like banging the truck around. Oh, come on. It's not going to turn back yet. The trailer's just too long for that. There's no way it's touching that wall. You can... Come on. Is it touching it? I guess it is. It doesn't look like it in the mirror, does it? That's alright. Let's see. We need to go... That'll work. Wow, I'm not doing so hot on this. I thought I'd do better considering I just got done doing one. I'm terrible at this. Stop making fun of me! I can hear you guys making fun of me right now. Shaker is having a field day. Yeah, I'm way too close to the wall here. Look at that. Shaker, stop laughing. I know you are right now. I can hear it. I can sense it. Okay, now maybe we'll get there. Get it off the wall a little bit. That That should be it, right about there. Oh, come on. I'm starting to feel a little retarded at this point. There we go. That only took like 10 minutes. Goodness gracious. We got quite a bit of XP though. 313. That should put us pretty close to level 3 already. Yep. So the next one we do is definitely going to put us over level 3, and we can probably grab that long haul skill next. Take a look. That's the wrong one there. That's not what I'm looking for. Get back here. We can probably grab the long haul skill. And then when we get the urgent delivery plus the long haul is going to give us plus 50%. So that's going to start cranking up our experience points really quick. And then we'll grab the high value cargo and the fragile cargo, just the first one of each to start with, because each of those gives us additional experience bonus points. So if we get a long haul, that's a high value fragile cargo and an urgent delivery, we're going to absolutely max out our experience points on that, so that's going to be fantastic. Still got a ways to go. $12,000. We got nowhere yet. We've got no money and nothing. So we need to do a lot more trips before we have money to buy a truck. And we may take out a loan, but we're not doing that for a little while either. So that's it. That's all. No more. Keep on trucking. If you haven't had the opportunity yet, as always, please click the subscribe button down below. I do appreciate all of my subscribers. And yeah. What else is there? There's like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. I almost always forget to say those. I don't even think I remember to put it in the video anymore. That's kind of silly. I should probably put it in there, right? Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Okay, folks, keep on trucking, and I will see you next time.